Chapter 11, Notes number 5, Volume of Cones and Pyramids. You're going to want to make sure that you have your Chapter 11 packet out. And here is the formula. V equals 1/3 capital BH. That B has to be capitalized. Hopefully you recognize the formula. The capital BH is exactly the same formula from cylinders and prisms. The 1/3 is the only new piece. A lot of reminders on this page. It reminds you that the capital B is the area of the base. It reminds you that the H is the height, and it reminds you of the steps to follow. You need to write down the formula. You need to plug in the numbers, solve on the calculator, and then remember when you're labeling volume, you always use units cubed. Now down here, there's a YouTube link. It's a 2.5-minute video, and it's actually in Schoology underneath this video. You should click on that. It is an actual proof of why the 1/3 works. So here comes the first example. It's a rectangular pyramid. You can see the base down below is a rectangle that's 5 by 10. So let's do volume equals 1/3 capital BH. And I'm going to plug in my numbers now. So 1/3 capital B times H. My capital B would be my 10 by 5 rectangle. And my height would be the 6 that goes right up there through the middle. And when I grab my calculator to do all that math, I can do it in whatever order works for me. 10 times 5 times 6 divided by 3. I get an answer of 100, and I remember to label it with units cubed. Okay, moving on to the second example. This is a square pyramid. You can see that the base is a 6 by 6 square. So here comes the formula and the plug-in. The base is 6 by 6. The height is also 6 in this case. So when I plug in to the calculator, I'll go 6 times 6 times 6 divided by 3, or you could hit times 1/3 on your calculator. Either way, you get the same answer, 72 units cubed. And the third example is a cone. So I can see the base of the cone is the circle with a radius of 4. Okay, so here comes the formula. V equals 1/3 capital BH. Now, my capital B in this case is a circle. So I need to do pi times radius squared. There it is, the 4 squared. And then times the height, which is 8. And I notice that it's asking me to round to the nearest hundredths place. So I'll type everything into the calculator, starting with 4 squared times 8 times pi divided by 3. And I get a big mess, 134.0412, etc. And when I round that to the nearest hundredths, I get 134.0